That's Bee Bumble and the Stingers. And Nut Rocker. And while I don't wish to be insensitive, talking about nuts and rockers.
Thank you very much. Nice to hear Bee Bumble and the Stingers again. I thought they were all dead.
Climbing the walls, touching the ceiling. When destiny calls, I trust in the feeling. You know, well, I've been here before. My feet on the floor, my head spinning round. Out of control, I reach for a lever. In the heat of the night, I'm pitched to a fever. Know when I've been here before. My feet on the floor, my head spinning round. Running for a reason. Run for a reason. Someone to hold on to. I've changed with the season. You know that I'm coming through like I always do. It's cold in the night, I hide in the corner. I keep up the fight, though I'm getting warmer. You know, well, I've been here before. My feet on the floor, my head spinning round. Running for a reason. Run for a reason. Someone to hold on to. I change with the season. You know that I'm coming through like I always do. Yeah, I'm coming through like I always do. Run for a reason. I run for a reason. Climbing the walls, touching the ceiling. When destiny calls, I trust in the feeling. Know, well, I've been here before. My feet on the floor, my head spinning round. Running for a reason. Running for a reason. Running for a reason.
That's Kieran Goss, of course. I didn't really mean to play that track at all. I meant to play a more lively one, which is called Brand New Star, an a cappella version of it, but I played the wrong track. But then again, the Magnuson principle is, you've started, so you may as well let it finish. Right, this is Gerry Anderson here, or indeed I am. I'll be here until 12 o'clock. You may communicate with this programme if indeed if you wish. If indeed if you wish. If indeed you wish. Indeed if you wish. If indeed if you wish. Sorry, wrong phrase. The number is 08459 555 678. The woman isn't here today to tell me who I am, so I have to work it out myself. You can send me an email if you like. That's gerry.anderson@bbc.co.uk. I have to say hello to Bertie Barrett of Chamberlain Street. Do you know who Bertie Barrett of Chamberlain Street is?
Yes. Yes.
Is that all you have to say?
Yeah, I know.
I just thought you didn't know.
I did know.
That's all right. Yeah. In Derry, Stoke Londonderry, this is a very local reference, but you know it's of concern to the wider public, and it's from all the Barrett family, especially his grandchildren. It's his 75th birthday. I have to say hello to Liam and Mary Bradley. Thanks for the lovely time in Galway.
Is he Christy Murr's friend?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes, Christy Murr stays with him every time he's in our city. I just thought you didn't know that. But then again, you know all the gossip.
Did you see Sale of the Century last night?
I don't watch television anymore.
It was
Ever since I saw Pat Kenny hosting the toy show on RTE, I said, that's it.
Well, you missed a very good programme.
Sale of the Century?
Yeah, it was very, very good.
But what is Sale of the Century? That's not Nicholas Parsons used to do that?
No.
What is Sale of the Century?
One of the best programmes that's been on television, I would say, in a long time.
What is it? What was it?
I'm not going to tell you if you were watching it.
Was it a game show?
Watch it next week.
Sale of the Century?
That's all I'm saying. It was very, very good.
Well, why don't you tell me what it's about?
Why should I when you say I don't watch TV?
Well, I don't. Well, what is it?
No.
Is it a game show?
No, it's not.
Is it a documentary?
Yes, on Belfast. The big stores in Belfast and how it all changed.
Well, who did it? Who did the documentary?
That's the only annoying thing that I have about
There's no man standing in front of it saying this is a documentary.
I think it was Annette McVeigh. Is it Annette McVeigh?
I don't know.
But doing the voiceover.
Who's Annette McVeigh? There's no such person.
No, there's not. Somebody McVeigh. Is it somebody?
Anita McVeigh.
Anita McVeigh. I beg your pardon. Anita McVeigh.
She did the voiceover.
But as regards who produced it and it just went out.
I don't care who produced or directed.
Well,
I'm saying
went
who did
fast that you couldn't see it. I was waiting for it at the end and went up too fast.
Were you in bed at the time?
No, I was sat up.
Were you up? Must have been early then.
It was very good. It was on after the 10 o'clock news.
Well, I didn't see that.
Did you see Ruby Wax?
No, I didn't. Is that her new game show?
No, Ruby Wax has now got a new series. And guess what it's about?
What?
TV ads.
Oh, great. That'll be interesting, yeah.
It's great, isn't it? Why didn't we think of that?
Nobody thought of that for a very long time.
Why didn't we?
And she's saying how funny the TV ads are. Oh, that's great. I must watch that the next time it's on. When's it on? Next Monday night?
It'll be on next Monday night.
Okay. The only thing I did
and then there's a man on. What do you call
Johnny
that?
Vaughan.
Johnny
I saw a bit of that. Wasn't he really unfunny?
What was it all about?
Man, he was dying on his feet.
What was it all?
Anyway, never mind that. I have to say hello to Liam and Mary Bradley. Thanks for the lovely time in Galway. That's from Bernie, Mary, Ginny and Kathleen.
Turn me off.
I will, certainly, with the greatest of pleasure. There's a man out there who's a little dog, a little Yorkshire Terrier, a family pet, was killed yesterday. It belonged to his mother-in-law. And he wants to know if anyone out there in the northwest area, round about here, preferably, but, failing that elsewhere, would breed Yorkshire Terriers. He wants to know the little one to replace the one that was killed yesterday. I think it's a little quick, but then again, you have to, once you get off the bicycle, you have to get on it again. So anyone out there who breeds Yorkshire Terriers would have a little Yorkshire Terrier pup for sale. Give us a ring here, will you? That's 08459 555 678. We'll put you in contact with this man. He's quite desperate to get one, actually. And here's a... John McMenamin of Castlederg has written a poem about throwing Christmas trees away. I think it's important that we hear this. What should we do with the Christmas tree when it's had its day? Recycle it, bury it, or throw the thing away? There's a man who lives in Derry. He throws his in the sea. Does he ever stop to consider what the consequences could well be? Suppose the wee tree sailed away, sailed far across the foam, then got into the shipping lanes where ocean liners roam. A captain sees the little tree and he gets in a panic. Tree ahoy! The captain yells from his ship, the old Titanic. The big ship hits the little tree. There is a mighty shock. Tinsel gets caught in the propellers, and the big ship hits the rocks. Abandoned ship, the captain roars. We've hit a Christmas tree. The passengers are in a flap and jump into the sea. It is a great disaster, a tragedy of the sea. A great big ocean liner sunk by a Christmas tree. And later in the sitting room, a man will watch the news. It must have hit an iceberg. The Derry man will muse. So, if you have a Christmas tree, do like me and don't be dense. When no one is looking, throw it over next door's fence.
Help, I need somebody. Help, not just anybody. Help, I need somebody. Please, please help me. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now those days are gone and I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I've changed my mind and I've opened up the door. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. was younger, so much younger than today. I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now those days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. Now I finally changed my mind, I opened up the door. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being round. But help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being round. Won't you help me get my feet back on the ground? Won't you please, please help me? Help me, help me.
I prefer that to the Beatles. That's a fairly decent version of Help from Dolly Parton. That's from an album called Dolly Parton's Favourites. Today is Tuesday. Why is it that today is the first day I feel as if Christmas is over? I didn't feel as if Christmas was over yesterday because of holidays. But today was the first day I experienced a real traffic jam. I wonder why that is. Is today the first day of the rest of our lives? What?
You've got schools today as well.
Why was there only a traffic jam today and there was no traffic jam yesterday? Were a lot of people off work yesterday?
What day's the day?
Tuesday it is, Sean.
Yeah.
Were a lot of people off yesterday? Yesterday seemed as if it was still on the holidays, but today we're right back into the new year, the year 2002.
Well,
the first day of the rest of our lives.
Traffic jams don't affect my
Consciousness?
coming to work. I walk to work.
Yeah, don't impinge on your consciousness.
No, I walk to work.
I know you walk
take
to
the
work.
government's advice.
The only reason you walk is because it's downhill. But I have to say this to you, that today is the first day I feel as if Christmas is over, and may I say thank God for it. I'm fed up with it. I'm not going to have another Christmas.
Are you fed up eating sweets?
I am sick eating chocolates.
So I'm browned off.
I am browned off. This is good. Where's who what?
Maggie's on one.
Hello, Maggie.
Hello, Gerry.
Good morning.
I was wanting to know if you could help me.
I can help you, of course, if I can.
I was wanting to know, could you sell me a bottle of that poitin, please? For
Well,
it say it's terrible good for arthritis.
BBC employees are not allowed as a rule to sell poitin.
Yes, I know that. It's illegal, I know that. But I can't get it anywhere, and they say it's awful good for pains.
You try and get a bottle of poitin of George Jones, see how far you get. No, I can't condone that kind of behaviour. But all I have to say to you is this. It's wrong.
Yes, I know, but I heard you sent to Jordy on Thursday.
Yeah, I've got a bottle for him, yeah.
Yes. And I was just wondering if you had any extra.
No, that's different. It's different.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm giving it to him because he's a rogue.
Well, I won't do.
No, I think you've got a dirty old laugh, I have to say now.
Is that right,
You
indeed?
have indeed, yes. So
Just like yourself.
you could well be telling me the truth when you say that you're a rogue. What do you need the poitin for anyway?
I told you it was for arthritis, for pains.
Well, are you going to rub it on or drink it?
No, I'm going to rub it on.
Oh, drink it first, then rub it on.
No, I might get drunk and I wouldn't maybe know where I was.
If you drink it and then rub it on, you never know where you're rubbing it on. You might rub it on
Well,
the
that's
wrong
right.
place. You might do yourself a mischief. What about the woman
Exactly.
yesterday with the petrol?
Exactly.
I don't know what to say to you except maybe perhaps I'll... Much do you need to rub on? You don't need much, do you?
No, not very much, Gerry, no.
I might put some in a little tiny plastic bottle for you.
Okay.
I might, you know.
You might just.
But then again, we might be intercepted by the post office. No, it's
Well, I know that, that's the thing. But I was wondering where I could get it. I've tried everywhere and I know it's illegal, but I can't get it anywhere.
Well, let's put it this way. The BBC can't be involved in
Oh, I know that.
posting poitin
I know
to
that.
people. Posting poitin to people.
Yes, I know.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I will do, though. I'll leave your name and address with the relevant authorities here.
Yes.
And have you ever rubbed anything on any portion of your body before?
No.
Have you not? Not even a bit of Vic or anything?
No.
Never had Vic in your chest?
No, definitely not.
Friar's balsam? None of that?
No.
Did you ever take anything internally? Do you ever try the syrup of figs?
Not at all, no.
Do you not? You've taken nothing.
No.
So you're taking the great leap into the unknown. You're going straight for the poitin.
Well, it's just rub outside. It's not take for take.
No, but you see, you have to work your way up to poitin. I mean, you should try with a little Vic to get your
Goodness, if we're definitely not in Vic, for goodness sake.
I know, but what I mean is you should adjust your body gradually. I mean, your body's been exposed to nothing, and suddenly
That's right.
You're going to slap poitin on it.
Yes, of course.
What?
Why didn't you give Maggie half a bottle?
Listen, Sean, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but this is the BBC.
Yeah.
British Broadcasting Corporation. And if you look carefully in your rules and regulations, you'll find that under paragraph 9, subcenter 4,
Yes.
it just says the BBC employees shall not sell any moonshine or illicit whiskey.
But you're not selling it. You're giving it. Someone give it to you and you want rid of it.
That's like giving
So
away...
you're giving it to Jordy to pour down the drain.
No,
Get rid of it.
that's like giving people cocaine. You can't do that.
No, but Geordie's getting rid of it for you. You don't know how to get rid of it. So you're saying to Geordie, would you please take this illegal substance from me? I don't want it in my house. I don't want it anywhere near me. Please take it away from me.
I did say that, didn't
Yes.
I?
So, I mean, you're being an upright citizen. You're doing the right thing. All you're doing now is saying to Maggie, will you take half a bottle and get rid of it for me? And I'll give Geordie half a bottle and he'll get rid of the other half.
Let me ask her. What's her name?
Maggie.
Maggie. Would you take a small phial of poitin and get rid of it for me?
I would certainly, yes.
right
I'd do
then.
anything for you.
Because it is illegal and we can't...
Yeah, I know it is.
Okay, will you pour it down the sink for me? I don't have the right sink for that kind of...
Right.
I'll send it to you and you can pour it down the sink.
That'll do well.
Okay, and let me know how your sink gets on if
Exactly.
if the arthritis goes away from it.
Exactly. Right, Gerry. Thanks awfully
Mr.
nice.
Cloyd, will you take details of Maggie's particulars?
Yes,
You take
yes.
her particulars down?
Yes, Maggie's phone number.
All right then, okay. So, you'll deal with that for me.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed now.
Bye.
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 Anne's there.
We're running a horse and four through the rules here, you realise that? No, it's a coach and four, isn't it?
Yeah. But
What?
you mean...
It's a coach and four. It's a horse and four. What's a horse and four? A coach and four is a coach and four horses, right? I said run a coach and four, a horse and four.
I mean, what more can we expect of you?
I'll tell you what,
You're getting rid of it.
We've come a long way from Michael Bagley.
That's right.
Imagine say to Michael Bagley, I'd like some... you want poitin, do you? BBC don't send people poitin, for God's sake. No, never.
Michael Bagley.
Michael Bagley.
Michael Bagley trained us.
Michael Bagley trained us. The thing I remember about Michael Bagley was his shoes were so shit.
He's a lovely man.
A lovely man. And he used to
Great voice.
I saw him combing his moustache in the toilet. You don't see that much anymore.
There's no answer to that.
There is no answer to that. I sneaked up behind him. I
Anne,
caught
is
him.
it?
He was preening his moustache.
Anne's on two.
Is she? Hello, Anne.
Hello, Gerry. Yeah,
When was
perhaps doing double time waiting that long for you to speak.
When was the last time you preened your moustache in the toilet? What can we do for you? Sorry for keeping you so long.
Well, first of all, Gerry, I would like to apologise to you.
For what reason?
I rang you up, it must be almost 2 years ago now. You were being very spiteful and hurtful to Daniel.
Well, that's not a
But
new
now
thing.
recently I saw that you've mellowed a little towards him and have said many kind things about him.
I've grown to like Daniel.
Yes,
Yes.
you have indeed.
Well, it's
Well,
not that I just-
my request would be on Sunday morning, Daniel was the topic of my favourite hymns. I thought it was on Sky, and I missed part of it. I was wondering if anyone out there had taped it and could run me off a tape or send me something, and I would be willing to meet all expenses.
Well, it's very rarely we get anyone who's willing to meet all expenses. No, there's not even people like that in the BBC. I mean, may I say this to you?
Yes?
Was he on Sky, did you say?
No, I thought he was on Sky.
But he
I had
wasn't.
it written down that he was on Tara,
Tara?
and it was BBC instead.
Oh, well,
And it wasn't until two different people rang me, one when it was 20 minutes over and one when it was almost over. So I only caught a little of it. And I would like to have it, as I have all of the recordings and things he's ever
all right,
had.
let's just clear this up here. I take it, I assume that when you say Sky, you mean satellite TV?
Satellite, sorry, yes,
you
satellite.
mean-
It wasn't on it was on BBC One.
Yes, and Tara is, of course, a digital
Yes.
station.
He's been on there quite regular,
Well, they recycle-
and I've been having it taped for me.
Tara's amazing. I watch it all the time. You can watch Gay Byrne when he was 25 and stuff like that.
Yes,
They recycle Pat Kenny. So it's for people in England who miss Ireland, so they have Pat Kenny on to make them feel better. How that works, I don't know, but it seems to work for some of
Well,
them.
now, I don't know, but we're thinking of getting it in. Daniel's on for the next 10 weeks, twice a week in a chat show.
Really?
Yes.
On what?
on Tara.
Is he really?
Yes.
No, do you know what that is? That's an old show.
Oh, probably, yes.
Because I saw one of those last I think it was a week or so ago,
Yes.
and I happened to be surfing the net, and I saw surfing the channels, and I saw Tara, and there was Daniel. It was made in 1988, 89.
Yes, funny you should say that now.
He looks about 15 years old.
My daughter-in-law tipped me the 2 hours the night of the birthday party,
Yeah.
and he was only about maybe 22 or 23 on it.
Now you can always tell because all the girls have perms,
Yes.
And Daniel's looks almost human.
Yes,
That's how
but you would thought he had a wig on.
Yeah, he's got that kind of... I had hair like that then too. You would have seen me then.
Yes.
But anyway, but you should get Sky in because it's quite handy for stuff like that.
Well, now, the sun's threatening to surprise me with it, so...
Okay, well...
Just for Daniel.
As long as you know it's an old series, it's not a new one.
Yes,
All right,
yes.
so when did you see him on? He was
He was on at 11 o'clock to 12 on BBC One on Sunday morning.
Okay, my favourite hymns.
My favourite hymns.
I missed that somehow.
It was very, very good.
Right.
I thought maybe you would have had a lot of people ringing in yesterday morning because he was very blunt about his beliefs and one thing and another. But what he spoke was from the heart and what he believed. And I would say his true fans will be with him all the way.
What was he saying? Was he saying controversial? I didn't think he had any beliefs. What was he saying?
Oh, well, now,
No, you don't want to get into that area.
No,
That's all right,
no.
no problem.
Although, as he always says, we're kicking with different footballs, but we're all aiming for the one goal. But there was things he would like to change, as I would too, about my religion. There's things he would like to change about his.
He's always talking about footballs these days. I don't know why he's doing that.
He's maybe going to take football up now. Maybe not getting on very well at the golf.
I think he's thinking of turning out for Leeds. Incidentally, I think we have your tape, do we?
Yeah. Got her a copy.
Really?
Yeah.
From what source, Mr. Coyle?
A lady who wishes to remain anonymous has got a copy and will gladly give it to her.
There we are,
Thank
that's
her
it.
very, very much.
There we are, you see, the impossible takes longer.
Yes.
The difficult is done right away.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much indeed. There's your tape and there's you organised.
Thank you very much, Gerry.
Okay.
And we do enjoy your show every morning, and we have planned to go to visit Geordie some of these days. We'll be in the same line of Geordie with all kinds of animals, and we hope to maybe visit Geordie someday. So
Okay,
thank you very much.
Okay, well, be prepared for erratic behaviour. Okay?
Okay, thanks very much, Gerry.
Right then, thank you.
Thank you. No.
Thank you. Daniel was on TV talking about his beliefs. That's something that we have never discussed.
His what? Briefs?
His beliefs, Sean. His beliefs, not
Right.
his beliefs.
Right.
That's something we've never discussed. What are your beliefs? Do you believe passionately in anything apart from not spending money? Do you believe? I mean, are you a spiritual person?
No.
Are you not?
No.
I hope you don't think I'm prying in any way.
No, it's all right. I don't mind. I don't mind.
Do you
As
worship?
Boy George said last night, probe away.
Boy George said what?
Probe away.
Pro boy?
Probe.
Probe
Away.
Probe away.
Yeah.
Probe away.
Yeah.
Who did he said that to Johnny Vaughan?
Yes.
Johnny Vaughan's a very hateful man, isn't he?
I wanted to hear more about that guy that's going to be in the astronaut. I wanted to hear more about his trip to, outer space. But
Do you go anywhere on a Sunday?
no.
Do you? No, you go nowhere on a Sunday. Do you worship at all?
Play
privately?
golf.
You play golf, or you worship the great number 19 hole,
Yeah. No, not
Yeah.
the number 19 hole. No.
number 18.
Yeah, any one, but not.
Do you think there's a?
Why are you asking me these questions?
Because I think it's important as the new year dawns. that
No,
we,
it's not.
we find out where we stand. Do you think when you die it's all over? Do you know when you'll die assuming your heart attack? You know the way you'll just drop in the street and then they'll ring me and they'll say he's gone and I'll say, oh really?
I warned him.
I warned him, I'd say.
Yes.
But what do you think it'll be all over then when you drop down when you're walking down to work downhill?
I don't know.
And you'll knock at somebody's door and
I think
before
so.
they come you'll die.
I think so.
Didn't you do that the last time you knocked at somebody's door and they opened the door before you died?
That's right.
And then they let you in, then you didn't die. But I
That's
suppose
right.
the door that you picked, there's nobody there.
I could have
You
picked
slide
the
down the
wrong-
door, maybe you'll grab the knocker.
I picked the wrong door.
Pick the wrong door.
I could pick the wrong door, but I picked the right door that day.
It just goes to show you how slender life is, Sean.
Yeah.
There you are holding on to
It's
it
just a knock on the door.
by a sliver.
Oh.
If you knocked on the wrong door, you would die. You would have died. And who would be there today? We'd have to get somebody else. No, but do you not feel as if there's something else?
Yes, there is.
What would it be? Table tennis?
No, there is something else.
Just golf?
No.
No, is there something else?
There is.
Is
No, I'm a believer.
Have you still got your Monkeys albums?
No, I'm a believer.
No, let's talk about this. No, I know you're embarrassed. I see you getting...
No,
You believe in your own quiet way.
I'm a believer.
Do you believe in
Yes.
your own quiet
Yeah.
way?
Yeah.
Well, so do I.
Yeah.
You've sensed that in me.
Uh-huh,
You've sensed a change in my behaviour. You know what I was like a couple of years ago? Bit of a roue,
Yeah.
bit of bit of a bounder, bit of a cad, bit of a ladies' man, you know.
But people have been praying for you.
People have been praying.
You would see the light, and now
all over the country they've been praying for me, and I feel,
and it works.
I feel as if somehow their prayers have registered.
Yes.
I've
noticed a big change in you. Gerry and I were just saying that.
You mean I'm getting more baldy?
No.
You mean as a person?
Yeah, you become a more gentle person.
I think
a more giving person.
Giving? I don't know about that.
No, nor did I. I lied about that part.
Maybe perhaps a little light on the giving end. But maybe I'm...
Barbara's on one.
Is she? Sorry. Hello. Barbara.
Hello.
Hello, I'm sorry. I'm talking about spirituality. I think more people should talk. You never hear Hugo talking about his beliefs, do you?
Oh, well, he believes in cream buns.
I know, there's more to life than a bounty bar, as you well know.
You think?
Especially if you don't like coconut. Anyway, sorry, I don't want to embroil you in this.
Okay.
What can we do for you?
Right. I'm from Portstewart, okay?
A very nice place to be from, may I say.
And I'm a retailer in Portstewart. I won't say what type of business, because that would be advertising.
No, if you're ashamed of it, don't say it. If you're proud of it, by all means, shout it out from the... Come on, shout it out from the rooftops. Come on.
Okay, right. All of us...
Where are you? Come on, what's your business? Come on.
It's Dempsey's of Portstewart.
Dempsey's of Portstewart, okay.
A fine electrical business.
Indeed, I've heard of it.
Yes. You've actually been in our house playing our piano.
I
but
do.
anyway.
You're Barbara?
Yes.
Barbara, sorry, I didn't recognise you.
Right. We have a slight problem this morning in that the road service have necessary work to do on the promenade.
Yes.
Which is for the improvement of all, okay, for the greater good. And they have to close one end of the promenade to do a little bit of this work. This work's ongoing for months. It's part of the super sewage system for the area.
Yes, I've read about the super sewage system.
Well, which we're very glad it's happening.
I'm very interested in sewage generally. Go ahead, yes.
Now, one end of the promenade is closed.
Which is bad news for the people who come in the other end.
Yes, no, because it's perfect. You're perfectly capable of people are perfectly capable of turning. But unfortunately, word has gone out that Portstewart promenade is closed, which isn't actually... I mean, I know what they mean. They're diverting traffic who don't have to go to the promenade round the back of Portstewart. But we are all still here. We're all open, and we're all very happy to see our customers.
Do you know the word promenade? You see, I have problems with that, you know.
Because you walk on a promenade and don't drive.
Exactly, because when you say promenade, I automatically think of a sea walk, but when you say promenade, you mean the street...
The main street.
The main street in front of the water.
Yes.
The beach, or the shore, whatever you call it.
Yes.
So that's the main street. So basically it's the main street in Portstewart.
Well, it's really the only shopping street in Portstewart. And mind you, some people who are off the main shopping street might take issue with that. But, it's the centre of... Well, it's the shopping centre of the Triangle area, really.
So you're here to say that the rumours that the Portstewart main street are closed are exaggerated?
Totally unfounded.
Completely exaggerated.
We are all here, and we're all happy to give our normal bargains, all of us along the promenade.
And especially bargains in Dempsey's.
Oh, no, not just Dempsey's. I have to say it again to get that through. Not just Dempsey's. All the retailers, all the way along the street.
Yeah, because after all, this is the first real day of the new year. Well, I think this is the first day that I felt as if Christmas is over.
Well, it's the first day that things have gone back to normal, except in Portstewart they haven't, because a local, no, I'm not putting them down, but a local radio station on the instructions of road service have said that the promenade's closed, which it isn't. Closed at one end, but that's no problem.
Is this an independent radio station?
Yes, well, maybe.
By thunder, they have some nerve. So I am here to say...
They're under instructions from road service to say
I am here to tell you, a real radio station is here to say that the Portstewart promenade is open.
Yes.
Okay, Barbara.
Because you're there to educate the people.
Indeed. I have to go.
And entertain them.
Have to go now, Barbara.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thanks.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. It's 11 o'clock.
92 to 95 FM.
And 1341 medium wave.
BBC Radio Ulster.
And at 11 o'clock, this is the news with Linda Ray. More than 100 police officers have been deployed this morning in a special search and arrest operation to try to combat rising crime in South Belfast. The police say that after months of careful planning, officers are targeting criminals in the Greater Belfast area as well as Lisburn and Bangor. Detective Chief Inspector Alan Main said 9 people had already been detained this morning, and he expected more arrests to follow.
To bring the people before a court, we need evidence, and we have deployed our analysts in South Belfast along with our proactive teams over the last couple of months. We've planned this, and I think at the close of play today you'll see a significant amount of people before the court.
A meeting of ambulance staff is due to start in Londonderry around now, when they'll discuss the possibility of strike action in a bid to stop attacks on crews. In the latest incident, 2 paramedics were injured when a brick was thrown through an ambulance windscreen in North Belfast at the weekend. From Altnagelvin Hospital, Kieran Tourish sends this report.
Shop stewards from throughout Northern Ireland have been arriving in Altnagelvin Hospital for this meeting. They are concerned about the increasing level of violence shown against them. In the latest attack on Saturday night, an ambulance was on its way to the scene of a car accident in North Belfast when a brick came smashing through the window. It hit one of the crew in the face and injured another. It wasn't an isolated case, and in the past some paramedics have been attacked several times. The health union Unison says strike action is only one option, but it's under serious consideration.
TransLink has warned of potentially tragic consequences if attacks on train and bus drivers don't stop. In the latest incident, a train driver was injured last night after being hit by a brick on the Bangor railway line just outside Hollywood. He suffered extensive cuts to his face. Kieran Rogan of TransLink says people could be killed.
We're talking about buses and trains which are carrying 40, 50 or 100 people. And were a bus or a train to go out of control, for example in this instance, were the train to run a red light, were to jump a set of points, a derailment could happen. You're talking about potentially lethal consequences.
The leader of the Anglican Church, Dr. George Gerry, is to retire as Archbishop of Canterbury later this year. The announcement came in a statement from Lambeth Palace this morning. The Church of Ireland Primate, Robin Eames, who recently visited Israel with Dr. Gerry, has paid tribute to the Archbishop.
His leadership of the Anglican Communion has been marked with his warmth, his sincerity and his very hard work, because we tend to forget that he's also the leader of the Church of England. We've welcomed him to Ireland on several occasions, and I'm sad to know that that period in our history is coming to an end.
2 people have been seriously injured in an accident involving a crane on the M5 near Wellington in Somerset. The crane crashed through the central reservation after a lorry shed its load. And the weather, dry with a good deal of cloud. BBC Radio Ulster News.
BBC Radio Ulster.
Travel news. Work continues on the A8M Larne Road. Lane restrictions are in force in both directions. In the Burntollet area, road widening is taking place on the A6 Glenshane Road between Tamna Heron Road and Foreglen Road. Traffic controls are in place and there's a 40 miles per hour speed limit. Lochshore Road in Portaferry is closed to traffic due to roadworks. Diversions are signposted there. And finally, in Antrim, roadworks continue on the A6 Castle Road. Traffic controls are in force in the area. Roy Willigan with the travel news.
Now on BBC Radio Ulster, a choice of listening. In a moment on 1341 medium wave, we have programmes for schools in Northern Ireland. Meanwhile, the Gerry Anderson programme continues on 92 to 95 FM.
Okay, thank you. Welcome back. If you're listening on medium wave, you won't hear us. If you're on FM, you'll hear us all the time. We're here on FM only until 12 o'clock. One potato, two potato programmes of schools being on medium wave. It's 4 minutes past 11 o'clock. My name is Gerry Anderson. Indeed, the woman is not here to tell me who I am, so I have to work it out. I said that earlier on. Sorry about that. I'm repeating myself today. The number to ring if you want to contact this programme. Every once in a while, I hit my desk with my hand to emphasise a word. Have you noticed me doing that?
I have noticed
going like that.
Program more and more.
More and more. You have to stop doing that.
Why are you dressed up today?
I'm dressed up today because I'm dressed the same as I was yesterday.
I didn't want to say that. You know what I mean? You didn't have to add that. I didn't add it. I just, you know what I mean?
It's called making an effort, Sean.
Yeah, but not...
There are too many people coming in here looking like dogs' dinners, yourself included.
Yeah.
I think it's important that the flagship presenters make an effort.
Because why do you take your coat off?
I don't need to take my coat off. I feel better with my coat on. I can speak better with my coat on.
Why are you not on the website? Why have you not got your own wee...
I don't know.
Why not?
I really don't know.
I was listening to John Bennett this morning.
I know.
At my desk.
What does he do in the mornings? I never hear him.
No, but you should.
What's he talking about? Talking to English people?
No.
About how wonderful their country is?
No, why are you not on?
I don't know why I'm not on. I think it's some kind of...
Is it up to you to put yourself on?
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's because we're far away. We don't complain. I don't want to be on anywhere.
Yes, you do.
I don't want to be on anywhere. I don't want attention. You know that. Let me do my spiel here. The number to ring if you want to... Pardon? The number to ring. The
Oliver. You.
Pardon?
You.
What?
You talk.
I'll talk. The number to ring if you want to contact this programme is 08459 555 678. Oh, look, there's an email facility. You may use that. It's jerry.anderson@bbc.co.uk.
Look here. I'll buy you a diamond ring, my friend, if it makes you feel all right. I'll get you anything, my friend, if it makes you feel all right.
But I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you all I've got to give. If you say you love me, true. I may not have a lot to give, but what I've got, I'll give to you.
But I don't care too much for money. Money cannot buy me love.
Can't buy me love?
No.
Everybody tells me so.
Naughty.
Can't buy me love?
No. Stop it.
Well then, say you don't need no diamond ring. I'll be satisfied. Tell me that you want the kind of thing that money just can't buy.
But you see, I just don't care too much for money. Money cannot buy me love.
I see. Well, good night.
Oh.
Since I was a child, tried to be what I am not. I've lied and I've enjoyed it all my life. I lied to my dear mother, to my sisters and my brother. Now I'm lying to my children and my wife. Big head, no cattle. Big head, no brain. Big snake, no rattle. I forever remain. Big head, no cattle. I knew from the start. Big boat, no paddle. Big belly, no heart. Can't remember why I do it. Oh, maybe I can. An honest man these days is hard to find. I only know we're living in an unforgiving land. And a little lie could buy some real big peace of mind. Oftentimes I've wondered, what might I have become had I but buckled down and really tried? But when it came down to the wire, I called my family to my side. Stood up straight, threw my head back, and I lied, lied, lied. Big head, no cattle. Big shoe, well, you know. Big horse, no saddle. He goes wherever I go. Big head, no cattle. Right from the start. Big guns, no battle. Big belly, no heart. hand to my side. Stood up straight, threw my head back, and I lied, lied, lied. Lied, lied, lied. Big head, no cap. Big head, no brain. Big snake, no rat. I forever remain. Big head, no cattle. I knew from the start. Big boat, no paddle. Big belly, no heart. Big boat, no paddle. Big belly, no heart.
That's Randy Newman, of course. That's a song called Big Hat, No Cattle. That's from an album called Bad Love. Right, here's an email from Maggie Lavelle. No, it's not from... Is it? I'm not quite sure. It says, "Hi there, Gerry. I've had a lovely homecoming after my wee stay in New Zealand, as my wonderful friends from London have been here seeing our beautiful country." This is our beautiful country, meaning Northern Ireland, of course. "Sadly, boo-hoo today. We're off again to the big smoke back to London, and I just wondered if you could play a wee Sam Cooke number to wave them all off. We'll be listening in the car from 10:35 to 11:30. We're well within that time span. So hope you can say bye-bye and safe journey to James, Jonathan and Jenny. Loved having you here. Come again soon. Cheers." That's from Love, Maggie and Cara Lavelle of Donaghadee. That rhymes with Sarah. Remember Up on the Roof when I left in November? I remember that well. Well, we don't have Sam Cooke, but I thought I might play... What?
Would you work with Richard, please?
Yeah, I don't have Sam Cooke. We're going to play another little song for you, which I think you might quite like. It's Duke Ellington's Take the A Train. We don't play that too often. I'm getting fed up with the internet, you know.
Why?
I really, really am. Because there are people out there sitting at computers and they don't realise that the stuff that they're getting, everyone else is getting it. Do you know what I have here? For the umpteenth time, the story of the man who goes into the cafe, orders the cup of tea and the packet of biscuits. Do you know that story?
Yeah.
And he sits down at the table and he puts the biscuits. No, he sits down at the table. He gets a cup of tea and a packet of biscuits. Now, I've seen this so many. This is on the internet all the time. But people see it and they say, "Oh, it's brilliant. I'll pretend it's my story." And they send it to me. The man goes into the cafeteria. You know what a cafeteria is, don't you?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, do people say cafeteria anymore? They don't really, do they?
No.
Self-service outlet. Well, you go to a self-service outlet and you walk along with your little tray and you get a cup of tea and a packet of biscuits. And you see, so then you sit down at the table and then you read your paper. And then, over the corner, the top of the paper, you look down.
Who would buy a packet of biscuits?
You see, you always ruin it. Just try and accept it. A small packet of biscuits. You know the three...
Cadbury snack?
Yeah.
All right, okay, right. I thought you meant a packet of Ritz tea. Or a packet of fig rolls, or...
Well, you can buy small packets of Ritz tea or Marty biscuits. You know, there's 3 or 4 in them. You can buy those. Because you wouldn't know that. You don't go to restaurants or anything like that.
No.
So you don't know that. See,
I didn't know that.
Let me keep you right.
Okay.
So the story is that the person gets up and buys these biscuits, or Cadbury snack, if you like.
I love Cadbury snack.
I know you love them.
Love fingers.
So, what?
The Cadbury's fingers.
Fingers,
and
I love
wee
fingers too.
shortcake.
I love them. Anyway, he sits down and he looks at the paper before he attends to his tea. And then he looks down over the paper and he's going to put some sugar in his tea, and he notices a woman reaching over and lifting one of his... I was going to say fish fingers, but that's wrong.
Yeah.
One of his chocolate fingers, right? And he says nothing. He says nothing.
Right.
But you know, and he looks again, she takes another one. Then he gives her a dirty look and takes one, right? Then she gives him a dirty look back again, but she says nothing. And then there's one left, and then she takes it and gives him a dirty look, and he gets up and he gives her hell. And it storms out. And he's walking down the stairs and he puts his hand in his pocket. What does he find?
His packet of biscuits.
Yes! Well, you see, this, I've heard the story a million times. A man has sent this to me and he's pretending it's him.
All right.
He's seen
that it happened to him?
Yeah.
All right.
And I wish people would stop doing that, because anything that you see on the internet, another million people have seen it. You can't pretend it's your story. You know what I'm going to do with that?
No.
I can't tear it.
Tear it after the program.
I couldn't tear that paper.
There's a man who's pulled into the side.
Well, you can get ointment for that.
Right, Richard.
No, that's a condition that can be. You can get therapy for that. Where is he?
He's on one.
I saw you pulled into the side once. Is he on what? Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Are you pulled into the side?
Well, aye, but I'm taking tablets for it.
It's sore that. Anyway,
well, it depends what side you pull in on, you know.
Indeed, yes. You should never pull in on the side you dress on. Tell me what we can do for you.
I'll go to McBride's and ask him that. Tell us this, Jerry, I've got great information for you. This is a scoop.
Yes.
Do you know what a scoop is?
I do indeed.
Do you?
It's what you use when you bring your dog out.
Well, that is a scoop now. Now, up in Derry, Stoke Londonderry there,
Yes.
a scoop might be different than it is down here.
I know.
A scoop's what we wear. We wear a scoop on our head, you know.
Oh, as in cap.
Or a bucklap.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yes.
last night, you were talking about television there earlier.
Yes.
And Mr. Coyle was watching, well, I don't know what he watches. He's probably scumbling. But anyway, I was straight on to cable television.
Yes.
Now, this is the first for Radio Ulster.
Mhm.
Jerry, you've never been in a real acting part, have you?
Well,
I mean, you done Michelin or whatever it was.
that was only playing at it, yeah.
That was only amateur league. Well, let me tell you, I strayed in this programme and I missed the first sort of 20 minutes of it, and it was on cable, Sky.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? It was about Northern Ireland.
Yes.
And I thought, or the north of Ireland, as Seamus Malone would say.
Indeed.
But I watched it. It was about a football team called Belfast United, right?
Yes.
And they were all prods, you see. And then, except this one Catholic who came over from Brazil.
Yes.
Believe it or not. What colour are your children, Jerry, by the way? This was a black man from Brazil.
Khaki.
Khaki, yeah. That doesn't surprise me. Anyway, this sweet Catholic lad wants to play for this team, and it's a whole story. But anyway, to cut to the chase, Jerry, when they go up to watch this football match, do you know way up? Have you ever been to a football match?
Indeed, I have an occasion.
Have you? Well, you know way up on the stand at the top end there, where all these wee glass boxes are.
Yes, all the commentators.
Commentators. I'll give you one guess. Who was the commentator?
Let me just guess. Jackie Fullerton.
You got it in one. You got it in one.
I know.
Jackie was there, and he didn't have the sheepskin coat on, but he had one of those I know those anoraks that the train spotters and all that they wear.
Mm.
He had the anorak on.
Yes, I know. That film was premiered not so long ago. I'm surprised it got to television so quickly.
It's on television, I tell you, on Sky. I couldn't believe it.
Must have bombed in the box office.
Now, he only 3 words to say. Now, I'll ask you again, what do you think the 3 words would have been?
Where's my comb?
No,
What are
it's
they?
a beautiful city. That's what he said.
It's a beautiful
And
island.
I thought, the white hair, and I thought to myself, oh, he's got one up on Anderson here. You know.
I heard about that. I can't remember the name of the film, but it was premiered not so
It was
long
something
ago.
about Samba.
Yes.
Samba Mamba or something.
Jackie was crowing about it. But it's
when
obviously
I seen
been...
Fullerton,
yeah?
it was excellent. You know. I missed the first half an hour, but you can get into it. You could wrote the script in the back of a cigarette packet, you know. It wasn't that easy to get into it. You know, the usual one, frauds and Catholics over here.
Yeah, the usual.
But anyway,
carry on, yeah.
I'll just tell you another wee story. You see this scumbling that your friend, the boy behind the glass there?
Yes.
You're saying he does a lot of scumbling?
He does indeed,
Now,
yes.
that's a word that I want you to correct me here if I'm wrong. Down here, we never, and in Belfast area, we call it a different word.
I think the word is varnish.
Aye, well, not varnish. I suppose it was another
No, but you see,
word.
I know what this is. You see, what you do is you varnish your door. And then you get a little thing, like a little twirly thing.
Like a comb, isn't it?
Yeah, and you scum it. In other words, you make little designs on the varnish. My mother used to do that. She taught me how to do it. And I never knew I was a scummer until I thought about it last night.
Is that right?
Isn't that...
So
let me just check with the Oracle here.
Are you a closet scummer?
Right. I'm a closet scumbler. I don't normally admit that the Oracle is on the phone to other people at the moment and is not listening to us.
Well, that's maybe not a bad
Do
thing.
you think this may be the case, that there's be squiggles, there are little squiggles on varnish? And
Yeah, well, we had, years ago when I was a small boy, we had a guy who done I think he might have been a painter and decorator to trade, but he turned out to be a window cleaner.
Yes.
On the dole, mind you. And at about the 12th of July, everybody was out in their wee houses, and they painted their backyards white, you know, the whitewash.
Yes.
And the tar around the bottom of the walls. Well, then, at that time, then the women would have said, I think we need the front door varnished. Well, this wee man was the man and done it. And he came down, and you'll never believe this, but this is a God's truth. This man was a window cleaner, but he'd only one arm. I kid you not.
Okay, right.
But he was an expert at this. I can't remember the name, but some of your listeners will come in and tell me what the name of it was down around here.
The obvious question I have to ask you: what did he hang his button on?
Well,
oh, sorry,
well,
his bucket.
Well, that's another story. But Gerry, I for 2 years I worked with him, and I used to ring a chamois out. You know.
Well, you see,
doing that.
It's very hard to ring a chamois out if you've only one arm.
That's what I'm saying. I was getting $2 a week to do it for him.
You were the chamois ringer outer.
I was the chamois ringer outer.
There's very few of those left.
Look, I'll finish off, Gerry, and not keep you, but you see,
okay.
on the sad thing, I think Mr. Fullerton has definitely got one up on you there, and Kelly as well.
I was very upset.
I mean, he's been speeches to it.
I was very upset when I heard about that.
I'll tell one story. I'm an old footballer. I mean, I years ago I played football along with Bennett, you know.
You did not.
I did indeed.
Who did you play for?
At Cliftonville. Bennett was down at Cliftonville.
Was he? Did he play for the first team?
No. Bennett was never good enough for the first team.
He
was just a big bustler. You know?
A big slarger.
That's all he was.
Right.
And he had no great skill, but he was willing enough. He's more or less the same as he is today.
Yeah, kind of dogged but no talent.
Not a lot going for him, but he's keen, you know.
Yeah, it comes every day, yeah.
And do you remember, you see his hair then? Now, he had a full head of hair.
Red hair he was.
He had, but it was very thin and curly in those days. It was like, do you remember Charlie Drake?
Yes, I do.
Well, that's what Bennett's hair was like. Charlie Drake.
Bennett's hair like Charlie Drake.
And he played football, and he just run about there. I think he had braces on his shorts, even, you know.
He's still wearing them, yeah.
Does he still wear braces?
I'll remind him of his Charlie Drake hair the next time I talk to him.
Well, the next time you see him, I think as I say, he wore braces, and then I suppose that pulled the shorts right up.
Yeah, of course,
you know,
it all helps.
Well, he talked in a high voice, you know.
All right, then. Okay.
But anyway, I just thought that would be of interest to you, Gerry. It's nice to talk to you. And if you can find out what a scummel is in and around the Belfast area.
Just a second,
the Oracle might know.
The Oracle is here now. We're talking about scumbling here. This man used to be an assistant to a one-armed window cleaner, and he used to ring out a chamois for him. Right. And he hung his bucket too. And he was inquiring about the art of scumbling.
He used to be a very, very good footballer in Belfast at his one arm. I remember him playing the Summer Cups. Hasty. No, he never scumbled. He played football.
No, not a scumbler. A one-armed footballer from Belfast who apparently was quite good.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Wasn't Danny Hale?
No, it wasn't Danny Hale. No, Hasty or something.
Danny Tasty.
No, Hasty.
Billy Hastings.
Unfortunately, as far as I know, the man unfortunately was murdered. You know.
Oh dear.
It's rather sad.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway,
do you
remember Paul DeVito? Was that his name? He used to be a singer now.
What are you on about scumbling?
Well, what's another name for scumbling?
Varnishing.
No.
Do you know when you varnish a door?
Yes.
And you take a little squiggler out and you make squiggly marks? Is that scumbling?
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Well, what is scumbling?
You have a comb, don't you? Have a comb?
You can't.
I used to. I did it with a brush.
What did you do with the brush?
Right. You put your. There was a sort of a chalky coloured or pinky stuff. Right. It was pinky coloured, almost. Right.
Yes.
And you put this on the right. I'm scumbling that frame in that door there.
What is scumbling, Bob?
Right. You got this pinky stuff.
Yes.
Like paint. And you painted the frame of your door.
And
then you got your scumble.
What is a scumble?
It's a tin of brown liquid.
That's what we're asking.
Right.
Oh.
Yes.
Right? And you went to the paint shop and he made you up this pinky stuff and this brownie stuff.
It's the brownie stuff, the scumble.
Yes, and because you told the man behind the counter that you were scumbling.
Well, did you have your own tool for scumbling?
I had a paintbrush.
Oh,
so you dipped your wick into the scumble?
That's exactly my point.
Very, very gently. You didn't put a lot of brown stuff, scumble, on the brush. You just sort of,
well, may you laugh, sir.
and you made these grains like you made the grain with the brush.
Yeah, in other words, you made squiggles.
Yeah, but you just touched it very, very gently.
That's what I said. That's scumbling.
And
It's
then-
actually what you do.
You let it dry, and then you could varnish it.
Well,
You
did it
pour
look
your
like
varnish
knots?
on it
To preserve
Did
the
it knots in
squiggles.
the wood?
Yes, to preserve it.
It's a dying breed, that. I mean, those days must be gone.
Are you at a police station, are you?
No, I wish it was.
What is that? Is that a radio behind you, is it?
No, I'm on a mobile phone here, but
Oh,
I
that's
got
what
out
it
of
is.
the car.
That's
I'm
what
just
it is.
off the West Link here.
Okay, well,
You know,
I hope you're
it's
a
the
bit,
same as the police station,
I know.
more or less.
Yeah, the same people that you're under attack all the time.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
It must be a local just passed. May I say this to you, that I think maybe perhaps you've got a clear idea of now what a scumble is.
Well, I have an idea.
All right, then.
So, if I...
Do you wish to scumble?
Well,
He may not wish to scumble,
Well,
though.
ask him, has he got the urge?
Do you have the scumbling urge?
No, see, I'm worried about, we don't call it scumble down here, and what I want to find out is what it's actually called down and around the smoke area here. And I'm pretty sure that one-armed window cleaner didn't scumble, he called it a different name.
Yeah, well, let's try and find out what that name is, so it'll be clearer to the...
Just because, so as we all know that...
Yeah, because
you know,
people are listenership in the metropolis, and they would like to be let in on this.
Well, I mean, you don't want people out scumbling and they don't know what they're doing.
Exactly, it's scumbling in vain.
That's right.
But you see, the white plastic door has put away with scumbling.
Aye.
Yes, there's no such thing as a scumble anymore.
Not a PVC door that crept in all over Northern Ireland.
It's like putting horseshoes in a horse.
Yeah.
Would the boy still scumble? I mean, does he scumble now, or is he giving it up?
I think he's directing this to you, Mr. Calder. Have you scumbled? When was the last time
I told you I haven't scumbled. It must be 12 years since I dipped.
Oh, dear.
It's 12 years since you dipped your wick. So you haven't you haven't scumbled. You haven't scumbled in earnest for 12 years.
No, at least. Yeah.
That's a long time not to be scumbling.
Well, look,
I wonder you have a wild look in your eye.
We're getting a wee bit out of hand here.
Stephen's there.
I'll leave you with, you see Mr. Fullerton that we started the conversation with? Are you listening to me? Gerry?
Yes.
You see the Mr. Fullerton that we started the conversation about?
Yes, the white one.
Well,
yes.
I met him many years ago, just to give you a story.
Yes.
And it was at Lennon Hall Street. You know Lennon Hall Street?
I do indeed.
Just across from the BBC. And all these highfalutin BBC people would have come into the car showroom.
Yes.
And I was in this day looking at a car, and who should come in but the old Jackie?
Yes.
And he was I think he'd maybe just finished the football then, and he was trying to climb up a ladder of broadcasting.
Yes.
And he came in, and I was looking at this car, and he was looking at it, and I recognised him. And he said, that's a very nice model, isn't it?
That sounds like...
Boy,
yeah.
You see, so I think he had been maybe halfway through the elocution lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he kept slipping back,
Oh, yeah.
And he says, he asked me, and I didn't know, he says, would this cost a lot of money, do you think?
Yes.
And I said, well, I'm sure it's for a very expensive model,
Uh-huh.
And then he said, and this is what got me, I'd never forgotten this, he says, I'm sure you'd do a weena miles to gallon a lot. He lurched back into the Ballymena accent. My crib Christ almighty. The elocution, he needs to get some more of those lessons.
You can take the man out of Ballymena.
Exactly. And he said to me, look, he says, I need a car with a big boot.
Yes.
And I said, what would that be for? Mr. Fullerton, I called him Mr.,
Yeah, he likes that.
He does like. He says, I take a lot of spuds, he says, out on a Sunday, he says, down around the farmers. He lurched into it again,
He does that to this day.
He still does it. Oh,
he
yes.
does that to this day.
It's a beautiful city.
It's a beautiful island.
A beautiful island.
Okay,
yeah.
God bless you, sir. Thank you for those recollections, whatever you call it.
Forget it now.
Thank you.
Gerry, nice to speak to you.
Nice to speak to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. What a lovely man.
That's right.
What a beautiful island. Hello, good morning. Oops, hello, good morning.
Hello, Gerry.
Hello, who's that?
It's Stephen.
Yes, Stephen.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Well, the first thing off, If I ever scumbled, I wouldn't admit it in public.
I don't think you should, no.
No, definitely not.
I've never scumbled, and I'm proud of it.
You're right. Well, listen, I was on with you just before Christmas, asking you, have you a CD by Andrea Bocelli?
Did you ever brasso your knobs in your door?
I wouldn't admit that either.
No, did you? Seriously? Did you ever brasso the knobs in your door?
I don't brasso knobs. My wife brassos everything.
Well, I used to do that every Saturday. I used to brasso the knobs in our house every Saturday, because we used to have wee brass knobs in our houses, on our doors. And my mother used to give me a ton of brass and say, go up and brasso those knobs. I used to do it every Saturday morning. I used to love it. I can smell it now.
Well, I used to clean my mother's brass when she had brass.
Well, it's the same smell. That's lovely, lovely smell.
It is.
And I even today, when I smell that smell, I go into a reverie.
You remember that far back?
I do indeed.
Right.
Henry, sorry, what you started something there and I ignored you completely.
Right. I know you did. It wouldn't be like you.
What was it?
Right. Did you ever get on that CD about Andrea Bocelli?
Which one was that?
The Tuscan Skies. It was on the over Christmas.
Oh, I never got that. I actually I had a wee look out for that. And I didn't
what I have here, I have it in my hand, and I can play you the introductory poem recited by Bono off it if you want.
Oh yeah, let's have that. I like Bono reciting poetry.
Absolutely excellent. If you don't like this, you'll like nothing. I'll not play you the whole lot. I'll play you the poem, but...
Okay, let's hear Bono saying poems.
Here we go.
He's a friend of the Pope's as well. And President Clinton.
While, like a giant, proud and happy, I take my baby in my arms, fragile, innocent, alive, like a little bird pushing against my chest, abandoned, quiet, and safe. For an instant, almost sweetly, destiny appears to me like a dream. I see myself old, surrendered, seated there near the coal fire, waiting for the evening with the anxiety of a child, just to see him coming back home. A gift, a smile, his words, kindness. It's like a promise that can solve the enormous joy of one of his caresses. Then I wake up. I've already forgotten, but inside of me, the kid's trapped soul advises me that this newborn child is already more important to me than that of my own
What did you think of that?
That sounds weird. There's a terrifying thought there. It looks as if Bono's turning into William Shatner.
No. That was Andrea Bocelli singing after. It's excellent, isn't it?
Oh, lovely. I must try and get my hands on that.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I have a CD rewriter on my computer.
Yes.
Okay, I'll rewrite it onto a blank CD and I'll send you.
Oh, thank you very much. I'd appreciate that.
Oh, indeed. I'll do the whole album for you.
Oh, thanks a lot. That'll save the BBC licence payers a lot of money.
Okay, now that's on the proviso that your equipment plays CD rewriters.
Oh, of course. We have everything here.
Oh, God, you're so good. Well, if you can scumble, you can do that.
If a man can scumble, he can play a CD rewrite. Okay, well, thank you for that, sir. I'll appreciate that, sir.
No problem. It will be in the post to you in a couple of days.
Thank you very much.
All the best, Gerry. Bye.
Bye. Just goes to show you there's some good left in the world yet.
That's right. There was a gentleman, by the way, this is a wee bit local, and I hope you don't mind, but there's a gentleman who was out for a walk last night, and there's a favourite walk up around this area called, we refer to it as Out the Line. It's out an old railway line. Listen to me. It was out the railway line last night, which is along the River Foyle.
I know.
Okay. Along the River Foyle. And he said there was at least 12 Christmas trees in the River Foyle, one of which they do believe is yours. And he's bringing it up to Radio Foyle for you.
Are the lights still on it?
They pulled it out of the foil, but he said people were dumping their Christmas trees into the foil.
That's because I told them to.
Yes, you see. Okay. So the people are not only going out for their little walk along their favourite walk, but they're bringing their Christmas trees with them.
Do you know that John Hume never wears a vest?
Funny, I didn't.
I was talking to him the other night and he said he never wears a vest.
Right.
And he showed me his chest.
Would you talk to a man?
You're not interested in anything I tell you. Nobody knows that kind of stuff.
No. There's a man on one.
He never wears a vest.
Excellent.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Gerry.
Do you know that John Hume never wears a vest?
I met the man a couple of times. I didn't know that, mind you.
Well, he doesn't expect you to open his shirt.
Oh, goodness. That'll be it. That'll be it.
Never mind that. That's only an aside.
Yes. It's,
about 3 years since I spoke to you, Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
And actually, I used a little bit of, I think a good way of putting it might be inappropriate language.
Oh, did you?
I did indeed.
I hope you're not going to start doing that again.
Oh, no, well, I had a chat with Mr. Coyle there earlier, and I was just saying to him, this is my third Christmas of relative sanity. Now that I've left the old bottle alone.
Oh, your man, did you enjoy a wee tipple in your day?
I used to hit the cooking sherry quite early in the morning, Gerry.
You're an early starter.
I was indeed. And a very slow learner.
Yeah.
But, as I say, it's good to talk to you folk again.
Right.
And
were you a bit tiddly the last time I talked to you?
I was.
Well.
And that's a good wee while ago.
All right, then.
But, I heard you mention one morning about people in that type of difficulty, that they wake up the next morning and sort of carry on from the night before.
Mm.
Well, I fell into that trap, or whatever you like to call it.
It is a trap.
No, and I first actually met you, Gerry, in Corn Market one day.
Yes.
And, I spent half my adult life in South Africa, actually.
Uh-huh.
And, well, the drink got a grip there, and I had a good job and everything. I worked in the aircraft industry and had my own house, swimming pool and all that. And funny enough, I mentioned to a guy in Belfast that when I went to South Africa, I had £220 going out there in the mid-70s. And I came back with 47 pence. And he said, God, you stressed it out rightly.
Right. Well, you were doing okay. There's not many people in Belfast with swimming pools unless they live beside the public baths.
Yes, well, the nice thing about it, Gerry, is I'm out meeting people again. I'm doing a wee bit of voluntary work, driving the minibus, and I've got myself a wee car, and life's good.
Did you lose everything in South Africa?
Yeah, well, they finally caught me on. I got promotion and all, had a good job, and in the end they were paying people off, and they put it to me. They said, look, Michael, I think you should take this money, because if you don't, we are going to fire you. So it was quite a bit of money, Gerry, and I also had my own house. But a couple of years previous to that, the missus decided she would come back to Ireland. That, she didn't like the company she was keeping out there.
Namely you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I stayed a few more years, and I thought, I have enough money, and I flew back to Ireland, 5 or 6 times, and big shot, buying everybody drink, all these poor guys, Actually, it was said in a little village not far from Belfast, when Big Michael arrived back home, I don't know if it was Tom Tom's or whatever, but the pub was packed within 15 minutes because, I was the big shot and I was buying drink all over the place.
The Bush Telegraph and the operation.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm just grateful that I was lucky enough to get a bit of help and get myself sorted out,
And you feel okay now, do you?
I'm feeling great, Gerry.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Excellent.
And there is life after all that, For a while I thought, this is it, sort of thing,
This is a peculiar time, really, because I'm sure you're aware of this. That just after Christmas is a low time for many people who have a problem with drink.
Well, I find, Gerry, Christmas itself, a couple of days before Christmas and the whole period, and then the New Year's bang on top of that is a difficult time to get through, and it's actually a relief when it's all over.
Yeah.
And
but the point that I think, and I found this in the past, a lot of people drink a lot over the holidays, but someone who's got a problem, everyone else stops drinking except him.
Oh, well, it was Christmas. I thought it was Christmas, every day, and I should celebrate, full stop, until...
And then suddenly you realise that you're the only one who's celebrating.
And it's amazing that, a few years ago, I thought I was happy and had credit cards and diner cards and all this. But, sitting here, I've got enough to do, and, to find a little bit of peace and
peace of mind.
Happiness in a funny sort of way, I suppose you could call it. And, you know, I'm just one of the lucky ones, you know.
Well, long may you stay on the wagon, and it's obviously doing you the world of good.
And as I say, I mentioned to Sean when I get I'm a few hours off today, and I thought I'd give you guys a ring. And Mr. Coyle said he thought he was different, speaking to a different person completely. Well, maybe he is.
Well, you hope so.
No, it's good to speak to you, Gerry.
Good to speak to you, and keep it up.
Well,
and a happy New Year to you.
To you and all the folks, and we just keep hanging in there.
Okay, thanks very much, and we'll be thinking about you. Okay.
I did send you a little letter, I think, a good wee while ago.
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's great talking to you again, Gerry.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Good luck.
All the best now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Not nice.
Yep.
Good
the
to
man
see
who's
the
been
man.
through the mill and
Exactly.
the other side. Great. Yeah. Great. Yeah.
People like that, you know, have a lot to offer. More so than the man who's never put a foot wrong.
Yeah. That's
You know,
right.
I think it's very important to talk to people who've been down there.
Yeah.
They know what it's like. I mean, you've been there.
Yeah. But there's some,
in your own way.
I'm just thinking here now. I'm just thinking here off the top of my head. I may contradict myself. I don't know. Right? You get a guy there like Michael that an alcoholic, recovering alcoholic.
Yeah.
And he goes and he preaches, or not he talks to people and tries to help people who have got a drink problem.
And they listen to him.
They listen to him. But yeah,
rather than some spotty social worker who sits there drinking lemonade.
Right, because this man, right, he's been through it. But you get some man who has been a smoker and tries to tell smokers to give up the cigarettes. The smokers will turn and say, you out recovering smoker, you're the worst. And they've no time for them. You're all the same.
Yeah, but there's a subtle difference there.
What is
the subtle difference is that a person who stopped smoking has never been through any real anguish or pain.
What about, give me that again? A person who
has stopped smoking has never experienced any real anguish or pain. I mean, smoking's a fairly pleasurable, but it doesn't bring you down the gutter.
No,
it doesn't make you lose your wife and family.
No.
I mean, I don't know many people who've lost their whole businesses and wives and family because they smoke 25.
No, but that's not. What I'm saying to you is that the people who
I know what you're saying
are prepared to. People who with a drink problem are prepared to listen to someone else who's had a drink problem. But people who who want to give up smoking.
I know,
they
because
listen to reformed smokers.
I know, but see, reformed smokers have nothing to say, really. You know, because they haven't gone through.
They've gone through the. I'm sure it's quite a stressful thing giving up cigarettes.
For God's sake.
You can't give them up.
There's no comparison.
But I'm not trying to draw.
I stop smoking every now and again.
Comparison in the problem.
I stopped smoking
it's
every
the
now and
attitude.
again.
It's not the problem.
I'm not smoking at the moment. I know, but it's no big deal.
You've been giving up smoking for as long as I remember.
I know, but I always go back again. But you know, I'm very happy not to smoke, and then I'm happy to.
But
go back.
if you turn around and say to someone, "Your cigarette smoke's annoying me," or someone, "Oh, did you ever smoke?" I suppose you're one of them reformed smokers. That's what people say to you.
That's because
people don't say that when it's related to a drink problem.
Yeah, because it's a completely different thing. A drink problem is the thing that ruins your entire life.
Yes.
And smoking can too, if you get a disease, but in itself it doesn't ruin your entire life. But, you know, it's not as if every time you smoke a cigarette you go and hit your wife. You know what I mean?
I know, but I'm not...
It's a different thing entirely.
I know, but...
I know what you're saying. Both of us are just talking rubbish here.
I think there's a man somewhere.
Let's get him. Try and pull us out of this.
On two.
Where is he? On two. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Gerry.
Yes, how are you?
I'm fine.
More than you can say for us. We're sitting talking rubbish here. Do you want to add to it? Have you anything rubbish to add to it or anything?
No, you were on about scumble there.
Yes. Do you know what do you call scumbling?
In the painting trade, you never hear anybody say he was scumbling.
No.
He's graining.
Graining?
Yes. He grains a door. He doesn't. You see, what you scumble and varnish. You were saying about varnish. Scumble and varnish are entirely two different things.
I'm prepared to accept that.
First of all, it's whatever say the customer would want. Say a door in oak, mahogany, walnut, or whatever. But you put the ground colour on for it, you would make up whatever ground colour that would be suitable for oak or mahogany or walnut or whatever.
Yes.
Then you put the scumble on. Now that's scumble. You can make that scumble up yourself or buy the scumble.
Yes.
Now, if it's oak, it's done with a thumb. You do the figuring.
Yes.
With your thumb and a rag.
A thumb and a rag.
Some use a wee bit of a stick. And a rag to do the figuring, and a steel comb to do the
squiggly bits,
the wee lines. You know the lines that you'd see in wood running down wood there.
That's what I was trying to say a while ago, but everybody poo-pooed me.
And then there's a special brush called the softener. It's a camel hair brush.
Yes.
And you soften the lines in, draw it softly across the lines to make it natural wood looking.
Yes, yes.
And then you varnish it.
So to preserve this scumbling.
Now, Sean was saying about doing it with a brush. Yes, you can do mahogany. Mahogany's mostly done with a brush because it's a big grain.
Yes.
Mahogany.
Well, that's good. You sound like a man who knows what he's talking about.
Well, I've been a painter all my life. And I'm
you see, it's not
83 now.
It's not hard to spot the professional.
No, but I have my front door done mahogany.
Scumbling.
And it's spruce grain, what they call brush grain.
And what do you think of the contention that plastic doors have done away with the art of the scumbling?
Well, my door, people still admire my door because it's natural looking.
Exactly.
It's natural looking, you know.
People notice it.
Admittedly, these plastic doors, I suppose, they're a better job. Safety-wise and all this kind of stuff.
But they're not aesthetically pleasing.
No, they're not. They're not as natural looking.
That's right. They don't catch
I'm not trying to boast, but a well-grained door, which is an art that's standing out, is really nice looking.
Okay.
Whether it be oak, mahogany, or walnut, or whatever, it's really nice looking.
Well, you may have contributed to an upsurge in the art of scumbling.
Well, as to say, like, I suppose these art schools and one thing and another still exists, but it's down out like you'd never see much door scumble. You know what I mean? Like,
that's right.
The scumble that you can still buy it. You still buy it made up, but most painters made their own scumble up.
Yeah.
Because, for example, mahogany, it's not everybody would have agreed on the shade of mahogany. That some would have said that's too red, that's too dark, or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So.
No, good man. When did you retire? You retired at the normal retiring age, did you?
Retired in 1984, Gerry.
Oh, you're still going strong.
Well, I'm still after. I'm only after an operation there.
No, you're all right. Can you eat?
Oh, I can eat.
Can you
and
walk?
I can talk.
Well, that's what more do you want?
I've never lost my appetite.
What else is there?
Pardon?
What else is there? If you can do that, you can do anything.
True.
If you can walk and eat and talk, so what more do you want?
Oh, true.
All right, then. Well, thank you very much for your advice.
Gerry.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. You see?
Yes.
When was the last time somebody admired your door? You know what I mean?
Wait. Yeah.
I would like my door admired.
Yeah.
Too many people walk past other people's doors and think nothing of
I told you, it's those white PVC doors.
I would like someone to stop me in the street and say, I couldn't help but notice your door as I walked past your house the other day. It's very nice indeed.
I would like them stopped.
What stopped?
The white doors.
Yeah, they should be stopped.
They should be stopped.
Yeah. I mean, I like to be admired, even if it's only my door. Who did you say is on here?
Elizabeth.
Where is she?
She's in one.
Is she? Look, Geraldine's starting to speak for you here. She can't wait for you to form a sentence.
It's her girl.
It's her girl. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Gerry.
Geraldine's speaking for him. Sorry, but that's nothing to do with you. How are you?
Oh, right. Doing very well, so I am.
Yes, good.
I'm looking to make an appeal if anyone could help us out regarding the dog.
Yes.
The owner is very terminally ill.
Yes.
And the dog is a 2-year-old border collie cross lab.
Yeah.
Right, and it's good with children.
Yeah.
But we were wondering even if anyone could offer a foster home.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Or else offer a home to it, so we are.
Yeah, you mean right away?
Yes, it's urgent.
So the person who owns the dog is obviously not able
no,
to
he hasn't long to
oh dear.
be around.
So a 2-year-old border collie.
Yes.
Cross Labrador.
Yes.
But wouldn't that be a terrible thing to take the dog away from that person? Well, the person,
Well, the dog is away at the minute because, as I say, the owner hasn't long to live.
Oh, yes. So
he has,
it's
but
not a
we're
question.
trying to get it home because all the sanctuaries are full up
Yes, so it's not
after Christmas with the dogs.
Oh, I know. So it's not a question of going and taking the dog away from the house, like.
No.
Yeah.
But there would be a home check done on the dog, as I say,
sure.
he's good natured and he's good with children.
Well, that's a nice little age. I mean, there should be a demand for a dog like that.
Yes,
especially if it's good with children. What area is the dog?
The dog's presently in Newton Ards.
Okay. So it's
it is.
a 2-year-old border collie. Is that it there?
Yes, 2-year-old border collie
Was that it just barked there?
No, that's one of mine.
Oh, that's another one. a 2-year-old border collie crossed Labrador.
Yes.
Oh, that would be lovely. What colour is it?
It's black and white.
Oh, yeah, of course it would be, yeah.
So.
All right, then. Okay, well...
Can I leave you a phone number?
Well, don't give it to me now, yeah. Leave it to, I think, maybe... Have we got this lady's number?
Yes, we have the number here.
Oh, we have your number, that's okay.
All right, that's great.
Okay, so I can't guarantee that anyone will ring up, but if they do, we'll put them on to you.
That's great. Thanks very much, Gerry.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Pardon?
There's a bill in England.
There's a bill in England? Is there?
Yeah, Bill Maxwell, I think it is.
Yes.
Would you talk to?
Oh, is he here? Sorry, I just
No,
thought
he's
you
in
told me
England.
there was a bill in England. where is he?
He'd be on 2.
Good morning, Bill in England.
Good morning, Gerry, in Northern Ireland.
I thought he was just telling me that there was a bill in England, and I didn't want to argue. Anyway, you're a man from the province, obviously, from your twang.
30 years in Belfast and 30 years in England.
Well, you haven't lost your accent.
I'm very glad to hear it.
Okay.
But what I found, Gerry, was that when I come here at first, I went to work for British Coal, and the locals couldn't understand me.
Yeah, but the only thing you do is that at the end of your sentences, you do a little thing at the end, which a lot of people do, who've been in England for quite a long time.
Yes.
The last syllable, you go,
Yeah.
A lot of people do that, but that's a normal thing. But that's the only little trace that you have there.
Right.
That you've been away for any amount of time.
Right.
George Best does that.
Yes, he does.
All the footballers do that.
Yeah. The reason I'm phoning, Gerry, is that we've sort of listened to you on the radio for a couple of years, but we've never seen you.
Yes.
And then we found you were going to be on the Kelly show, so we got a tape made and sent over.
Yes.
Right. Now, you know what it's like. You get a voice, and you've got to put a face to it.
Yes.
And when we seen you, we thought we were sock on. You're a man of the people.
Oh, really? Well, I was expecting an insult there. That's what I usually get.
No, I'm on your side. What really proved it was that, during the interview, we just got up to sort of go and sing that song.
Yes.
When Mr. Kelly and Fullerton got up, they had an air about them, that if they stepped off the pier at Bangor, they could walk across Belfast Lough to Carrick.
Yeah, the two of them are like that, James.
The two of them are like that, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you got up, when you stood up, the first thing you did was you hitched your trousers up.
I'm sorry, I didn't realise that.
Yeah. You see, now that gave me the impression that if you stepped off the pier at Bangor, you knew where you were going, straight to the bottom, And that convinced me, Gerry, you're a man of the people.
Well, I can't remember hitching up my trousers, but I'll take your word for it.
You definitely did, yes.
All right, then. Well, thank you very much. Nobody's ever commended me on hitching my trousers up before.
Yes.
My door has been admired, but never something as large as that. Well, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you taking the trouble to say it. Thank you.
Right. Now, the other thing I wanted to say to you was there's a lot of people on the mainland with Sky Digigo.
Yeah.
And who have come from Northern Ireland and would like to sort of keep in touch with local stuff that's going on.
Well, no better way.
No better way. Now, at the moment, you can get Ulster Television local.
Mm-hmm.
The BBC are coming online, I think, within the next 4 weeks.
Yes.
What they need to do is, on their Sky, they've got to change the frequency.
Yeah.
Now, it's non-technical on it.
Are you talking about cable over there where you are?
No, Sky Digital.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We get you on the 868 job.
868, that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is a facility on Sky that you can change. It's an add-on channel, and if you put the frequency in, at the moment, you can get virtually any ITV regional television station, including UTV.
How do you do that?
You go through the menu for the setup,
yes,
and the add-on channel, and you.
Does it just say? Well, what does it say?
Well, once you go into it, you've got to change a frequency.
Yeah.
To 10906.
Yeah.
You change the polarization to vertical.
Yeah.
The symbol rate you put to 22.
Oh dear.
And the FEC you put to 5/6.
Oh my God.
And then follow the instructions, and you can get UTV local.
Oh, I'm lost already.
I am indeed. Yes, it took me quite a while to.
Well, it's there. It's there for people who want to seek it out. Then.
It's there, yes, and the important thing is that when you go on the Kelly show, we'll be able to see you.
Well, that's very important, that.
Yes, but we would I think BBC are coming online within about the next 4 weeks.
Oh, someday I may be on BBC TV as well.
Yes. Well, we find that sort of local Northern Ireland stuff is more important to us than where we are, which is Yorkshire.
Well, some of it is very good, you know. A lot of it is crap, of course, but some of it is very good indeed.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, listen, where did you say you were, Yorkshire?
We're in Nottinghamshire. We're about 2 miles from Sherwood Forest.
All right. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Rob the rich and help the poor. All right, then. Okay. Well, thanks for getting in touch. And there we are. There's some advice for people who may not realise that you can do that.
Yes.
Go to your setup and Sky Digital.
Well, Sean has my telephone number.
All right. If anybody's
interested.
If
anybody wants to ring, I'll take them through. It is a very easy job to do, and it doesn't cost them any money.
All right, then. Okay. Thanks very much, sir.
Okay. Thank you now.
Good luck.
Right. Bye, Gerry.
Bye. There you are. A helpful man. Please play Christy Murph of Vinnie Cunningham. It's his birthday today. That's from his wife and family. Well, happy birthday, Vinnie. But sorry, we don't have time. We only have a couple of minutes. And I have to say hello to Brian Howe, who's in the Royal Victoria Hospital, and he's listening to the programme. That's from best wishes and love from his wife and family in Newcastle. And also happy birthday to Kate McGarrity, who's 54 today, and I'm sure she'll appreciate us telling everybody that. And congratulations to Kate and Terence, who are 37 years married tomorrow. That's from their kids and grandchildren. And also hello to Betty and Seamus McKenna, who are celebrating their golden wedding anniversary today. Congratulations from their daughters, sons and grandchildren. I must try and play some music in this programme. I haven't played any since 11 o'clock.
A man Oliver phoned in from, I don't know where it's from, but he says that if you put a couple of drops of olive oil in your poitin and heat it up, it works wonders.
Works wonders for what?
For your arthritis. If you get a wee halfin of poitin and put it in a wee glass, put a couple of drops of olive oil in it, put it into a bowl with hot water, but don't put the hot water into the poitin. Just surround, put the glass into a dish or a bowl or a basin or whatever.
Yes.
And heat it up that way. And then rub it onto your knee or your elbow or your thigh or wherever you've got your arthritis.
Right.
It works wonders, he says.
Okay, he should know.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you for...
Did you see Beachy last night?
When was the last time you rubbed poitin on your knee?
Where is that? Is that in Belfast?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. When was the last time you turned on the TV at 1 o'clock in the morning and saw Beachy?
But you expect to see a big set, a big, because he's the show.
No, it's 2 chairs and a man.
It's no good.
Oh, no, it's no good. I know. Anyway, goodbye.
Thank you.
That's goodbye from him. That's all we have time for today. We'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday, I do believe it is, unless they've shifted the entire calendar. We'll be back at 10:30 tomorrow morning, and hopefully the girl who knows my name will be back, because I get nervous when she's not there. If you want to write to me, write to Gerry Anderson, care of BBC Radio Foyle, Derry Stoke, Londonderry, or if you want to admire my door, my address is on the internet. We'll be back tomorrow. It's 12 o'clock.